Hello Tubesters, it's Gav. Welcome to another one of my videos. Today, as the title will suggest, it's channel shout out time. Haven't done one for could have even been Christmas, I've no idea. I've always said I like to shout out fellow channel buddies, marras, friends that I interact with, on my channel. Sometimes I don't interact with the people I'm shouting out as much as I probably should do, but that doesn't stop me shouting them out. All these are people that I think are really nice. They're all blokes, really nice blokes. I started off I was going to do 2 or 3, and it's snowballed to 8, because you think, that person could do with a shout out. These are all people. I'll shout out people with large sub counts, with small sub counts, but I do think that a lot of these guys put a lot of effort into their making their content, and they don't have huge numbers, and I think community being what it is, we should all give each other a bunk up, It's like going over that assault course in the army. You get to the big wall, it's teamwork to get you over that wall. So, like one of these motivational speakers. So I just, as I say, when it comes on to me, the brainwave hits me, I'll do shout outs to whoever I think I particularly want to shout out. So some of these guys, you'll all know a lot of these guys. The whole idea is though that there'll be a few people that don't, and more importantly, there could be people just meandering through this video and might just think, you know what, I'll press a few of these links and see what these guys are all about. So without further ado, let's read out the list. Sorry, I've got to put the readers on. No particular order, no favouritism shown here. We've got Bob at Greybeard Models. I hope I've said that right, Bob. The problem is I don't write the titles. They will be right when you come to press the link. I just don't always write them down. Bob, as the title suggests, makes model kits. As he says, depending what he's doing in his life, just depending how many kits he makes and how many videos he puts up. He's been doing some diorama at the moment, and I found some of his tips really interesting. Putting how he goes about making window frame, well, not so much window frames as well, but making the glazing from blister packs and things like that. He's again, he just comes over, he's just enthusiastic about what he does, and I just enjoy his channel. Obviously I won't be shouting it out, but please go and check Bob at Greybeard Models. He will be having a link in the description. Just press on it. I say all these guys, it might not be for you, but if you could just go over, take a look. If you're not going to subscribe, if you could just maybe press the like on whatever video that you comes up, it would be really appreciated. It just all helps everybody out. As I say, some of these guys have got bigger subs, some smaller subs, and it would just be nice to help them along the long toiling road of reaching the 1,000. Next guy really doesn't need a massive introduction. I've only been subbed to him probably back to my Ukraine video, I believe, around that time, and that's Papa Dan. I've just watched his video actually on all his merchandise. Now, a lot of channels do merchandise. I thought of doing some, what are these called? They're not overalls, are they? Bibs, whatever you call them, whatever. We could do a line of these. But he does all these. We're saying he does all these in house. It's not. It's not one of these. You put the order in with a company and they make him in whatever country. He does the lot himself. So fair play to you, Papa Dan. I think that's brilliant. Again, just a no-nonsense guy, a decent sense of humour. He'll have a go at most things. He's been buying up these, I call them manga space battleships are. I don't really know what else to call them, but he does that type of stuff. He'll do his aircraft. You know, he did a Superman, one of these. Literally, I think the molds are from the 1960s, and he made such a good job of it. The seams just completely disappeared on it. So please go and check Papa Dan out. Again, you won't be disappointed. I'll say this about all these guys because I say I wouldn't be shouting them out if I wasn't. But yeah, mainly scale modelling, but of all different genres. A few figures thrown in there. So go and check him out. I should say Bob's in the UK, Papa Dan's in the United States. What else we got? The only actually wargaming figure type or wargaming one I've got on here at the moment, and that's Dougie from Dougie's Wargames blog show. Hey, that's a mouthful. But I'd seen Dougie around for years on his blog. He's got a blog on his wargaming. He's always been a cracking figure painter, and he makes a lot of his own terrain and converts other bits railway terrain. You know, he's ex British Army, I believe ex Coldstream Guards. Not a problem with that. Many were chosen for the Staffordshire Regiment, but only a few. Sorry, many, whatever. He could have gone into one Stafford, but never mind. Anyway, inter-army rivalry there. Yeah, go and check out Dougie. Again, laid back bloke, tells it like it is. That's what I was trying to say. He does his own terrain, or a lot of it, and yeah, I just like his figure painting, and I always did on his blog, and now he's come onto YouTube. So go and show Dougie some love. Not in that way, Sean. But yeah, go and see Dougie, and please, give him a sub if you feel that way inclined. As I said to you guys before, I cross over genres. I'm always painting war games figures. I'm always painting display figures. I've got my scale modelling, and in between that I can be doing something like in my figures. I've got loads of Boba Fett's 3D printed. I'm going to be trying different paint jobs out on. Then next to Napoleonics I'm painting, which is next to Star Wars that I'm painting. Well, Boba Fett is Star Wars, but you know what I mean. And I've got another historical war games project which I promised I'd do myself one day, and I just height of no money going around the planet at the moment. What else I'm going to do is spend a fortune on some wargaming, beginning of a wargaming project, which will probably take a couple of years, 10 years if I've got that. I don't know, but anyway, whoa, destroying Dougies. Shout out here. Go and check Dougie out. You won't be disappointed. Another guy that I've shouted out before recently. I haven't known this fella that long, a few months, but he always stops by and takes a look at my stuff, even if it's not really his bag. He does war games figures, and when I say does them, he actually makes them himself. He will sculpt them and paint them, and he makes other bits and pieces. He's made cannon and stuff. I mean, these are metal. This isn't just scratch built. He will cast his own figures, make them, and that's Rob, another guy in the UK. Did I say? Obviously Dougie's in the UK because I've been talking about the army. But yeah, he's still got low figures. I don't think that he deserves that, because he's a very knowledgeable bloke, and when he shows you a figure, he'll go into the history a bit of it, or you get more out of it than just seeing a figure, if that makes sense. So please go and check out Rob. Give him a sub. Let's get the wheels turning on that, because at the moment I feel like he's a steam engine that's slipping and going uphill, and the wheels are going, and there's no traction being done. So if you haven't checked out History in Miniature, did I even say that before? If you haven't checked out History in Miniature, The guy's name's Rob, really nice fella, and I personally would appreciate it, because I think he deserves a lot more subs than he's got. All these guys do, but you know, please go and check him out. There'll all be links, as I say. I'll get links up on the descriptions. Another guy that I've not been sub to that long, but I really enjoy his work. When I say it's not my type of work, don't take that the wrong way. What I mean is, I don't build lorries or trucks, as you would call them. I certainly don't light them up. We know what Gav's talking about now, don't we? Yeah, it's Shamey from Shamey's BMW channel. He is a genius. I mean, I was watching, he's doing a CUDA at the moment. CUDA, as if Gav knows what he's talking about. But he'll paint up a complete body shell of a car, and then he'll stick it all together, and he'll hardly ever get a blemish on it. Now, if Gav had painted and polished up a car shell, body shell, and then started sticking everything together, there'd be glue everywhere. It'd be ruined. I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he does his lighting. Really, I don't. But again, go and show Shamey some love. He's a really nice bloke. He loves what he's doing. He loves showing what he's doing. You know, and again, somebody who should have a lot more subs than he does. So that's Shamey BMW. What else have we got? We've got Eric from Rascal's Hobbies. If it's in the hobby of any hobby, Eric has a go at it by the look of it. Again, he's just really infectious. That's not infectious. It's affectious. Infectious. You know, I mean, he's not like a piece of mould on some cheese. You know, he's what I'm trying to say is, his enthusiasm gets you enthusiastic, if that makes sense. He'll put some of his gaming type stuff up. Not my bag, but I like all the rest of the stuff he does, or majority of it. But it's a bloke himself. Eric's just one of these really. He's just somebody that when he's doing a video, or he's doing one of his handheld looking at, you know, one of those stick things, and he's talking to it, he always comes over just a really happy bloke. He's just, you know, he's just full of enthusiasm. So yeah, go and check Eric out. That's Rascal's Hobbies. Again, link in the description. That was number 6. We're getting there. We're getting there. Stay with it, guys. I know what you're going to do. You're just going to go directly to the thing and press it when you haven't heard any of this. The people I'm shouting at probably don't want to hear this, really. Number 7, we've got Mark from Montana. Although I think he's in Oregon at the moment. I might be wrong. Portland, Oregon. Should go and check out Victor. Yeah, Mark from Montana. 1 in 72, 1 in 48, and 1 in 32 scale aircraft of the Great War. First World War to some of you guys. A lot of us prefer to call it the Great War, which is what it was called before World War II came along. Yeah, the Great War. I enjoy the Great War, especially 14 to 15, so there weren't that many aircraft about then, and what there were could have been blown over on a windy day on the landing strip. But he makes really short videos, unlike myself, and he'll show part builds and go over his old builds and what he likes about them, what he doesn't like about them. Again, he's got some low sub marks. His videos are like 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes long. That, you know, you don't have to endure the unendurable like my videos. So go and check out Mark from Montana. Last one, guy I've known for must be a year or more. I'd like to see him get more subs because of the videos he puts out and the work he puts into them. And that's Corey from Scale Model Inc. Now, I've shouted Corey out. I've shouted loads of these guys out before. And like I've said to you guys, obviously we have the Christmas shout out roundup. There's loads of people. I'll just keep pushing their names forward to you, because there'll be some of you guys out there, or new guys, or just people drifting through, that might feel like they're going to press that sub button to that whoever in that list that gets they particularly enjoy their stuff. So Corey, I would still like to see Corey get more numbers up. As I say, it's not a competition, subs. I always say to anybody that's thinking of doing a channel, and please do it, because you out there will add to this community. You know, so you'll get sometimes old faces that have been on here years disappear, but there's always new guys that come along. A couple of advisory notes from Gav, who's been in here a long time. One, it's not a competition, the subs. Don't chase them. You know, it'll just burn you out. If you're coming on here, it's for me, and again, you know, this is not pointing fingers and lecturing people, but for me, you come on here to be part of this, to be part of, you get Maras, again, Gav's word for friends. You get friends all around the world, you know. We don't always even speak the same language, but we've got the subtitles, and people interact with each other. We just, as I say, if you're on here just to build an empire, and people do and are, most of it's financial reasons. I get that, you know. I commercially paint figures for a living. I don't think I overly cook it on the channel, because this, not for me, I'm showing my work off rather than trying to recruit for commissions. I just enjoy being part of it, and that's what I'm saying to you guys. Don't get hung up on I've only got 50 or I've only got 100. I do understand, because people put the effort in to make videos, and then they say, well, why isn't anybody liking me or following me and whatever? And that can be 1,000,001 reasons. So as I say, don't beat yourselves up. You know, sometimes your lighting might not be good enough. They might not like your style presenting. I ramble all over the place. You know, I'm a chubby 50-odd-year-old bloke. I'm not exactly going to be down with the kids. You know, they're not. It could be a million reasons. But I do say, if you engage, if you're a channel, you need to engage with other channels, because to me that's what we're all on here for. I've never understood. I can understand people that have lots of subs, lots of comments, I should say. They're never going to be able to answer all those, because we do get obviously people putting comments on our back videos. So you add all that together, and sometimes it gets to a breaking point where people can't physically be tapping out, and people might feel offended that I'm at my desk nearly all the time. I don't get a lot of comments, so it's not irksome for me to spend 20 minutes tapping out, you know. And I never press I'll occasionally press the love art button or whatever if it's just coming back after I've had a couple of, you know, comments backwards and forwards, and it's the end. But myself personally, is if people have left you comments, if you're putting videos up, why are you putting them up? You know, surely you want to be part of something. Otherwise, I don't really get what the point of having a channel is. So to not engage with people, and I roll my eyes. I see people with 50 subs, and you notice that they've not replied to the 4 or 5 people that have. Even if somebody's asked a direct question, they've never even replied to that. You know, and I wonder why nobody's bothering with you. You know. Anyway, that's just Gav's way of looking at it. So yeah, if you're gonna start a channel up, I don't mean being fake when I say engage with people. I mean just say hitting everybody's channels just so people. Yeah, people need to know you're out there, but you'll be surprised if you build a rapport up with certain channels. And I don't want to say certain channels. I just mean the ones that you happen to fall in with, that you enjoy the backwards and forwards, you know, comments and whatever. If you do that, you'll be surprised how your channel grows. Now, I mean, I'm coming up for a couple of thousand, but I've been on here years and years. I think for the first 3 years, I don't think 4 years maybe. If I've got more than 200 subs, that's as much as I'd had. As I say, I've never seen it as about the subs. It's more about the people I want to mix with. You know, that's for me what it's all about. And that's why, I mean, there's a lot of guys on here, I don't always do their stuff. You know, I'm not, I mean, I've got my hot rod to do. Well, it won't be, hopefully it will be done sometime between now and the autumn. And that's for old Tom. Now, I like old Tom. He's a genuinely, I've said this about more than I, he's a genuinely decent bloke, and I like his stuff. No, I'm not really a car modeler. Over the years I'll be doing the odd car here and there. It's like Sean from the Scale Model Car Guy channel, that's all he does is scale model cars. But he's still my marrow. You know, we can still see the thing that floats the other person's boat, you know what I mean? His enthusiasm, I don't always know what the hell I'm even looking at. As in, I don't think he's that bad. I just mean his cars, you know, I don't know cars, but I don't even know them in this country particularly well, you know. There's certain cars like, I've got into my hot rods, I quite enjoy looking at hot rods, but I still don't know what I'm looking at half the time. It's more the colours and that do it for me. I don't get much wargaming traffic through anymore. That's how it is. I paint war games. I used to be a war gamer. I paint war games figures. I've been painting war games figures since I was about 18 and 19. I've never stopped. Badly, painted them. The projects I've got coming up, which I'll announce when they hopefully be with me tomorrow. I may game them. I don't know. It's I might do. I'll definitely make some terrain for them and stuff, along with my Wild West terrain as well, Old West terrain as well. But yeah, I just enjoy, as I say, Shamey. I don't do lorries or whatever, but I can enjoy Shamey's enthusiasm, and I can enjoy the end product, what I'm looking at, you know. So yeah, getting this for the community rather than chasing numbers, because if you're going to sit there just looking at your sub count, oh, it's gone down, it's gone up, it's gone down, it's gone up. It just, I mean, I've got a fried brain already. If I got into that stuff, I'd be bloody melted down. You know, enjoy the community that you mix with. As I say, most of us will never even meet, but it's a great place to be. You know, it's a great place to spend your time, and I would like to see everybody get on. I want to see people, you know, if you want 1,000 subs, I want to see you get there. I want to see you get to 2,000 or whatever, 10,000. You know, and that's more for a reward for the effort that you're putting in making your vids. You could say someone like myself makes no effort whatsoever. I don't edit, I don't do this, I don't do that. Yeah. Anyway, there we go. I might have to put this as a ramble again. I put ramble on a lot of them sometimes just because when I'm waffling away it just turns into something like this rather than just a shout out. Right, please check these guys out. They could all, you know, I think Papa Dan's got a couple of thousand, I'm not sure, but most of these guys don't have huge numbers. And as I say, I know I'm quite sure that a lot of them aren't looking for it particularly, but it's just a sign of appreciation. So we've got Bob from Greybeard Models, we've got Papa Dan from actually Papa Dan, is that? I think it is just Papa Dan. I've wrote it down. Hopefully it is from Papa Dan channel. We've got Dougie from Dougie's War Games blog show. We've got Rob from History in Miniature. We've got Seamus from Shamey BMW. We've got Rascal. We've got Eric from Rascal's Hobbies. We've got Mark from Montana. Yes, that is his name. And Corey from Scale Model Inc. Enjoy their channels. Enjoy following along with them as their projects develop. And we'll catch each other very soon on another video.